So we got Rue 13 on white playing for England 1. Actually, let me go in turn order of how the actual game is going to work. We got Zango on black playing for Canada 2. Then we got Ananias Wellington, also known as Grogu Mudhorn, playing for Turkey on red. Then we got Aris Ramaj. He was pink in the practice game we were just in. I failed to kill on him. He's playing for Team Kosovo on blue. Then we got Rue 13 playing for England 1 on white. And, and then, last but not least, we have Mahan Mohadi playing for Southwestern Asia on green. All right, let me deal with my co-caster's issues here, and then I'll be right back. Enjoy the game in the meantime. Hey, how's it going? I'm back. Let's see what we got here. We got Zango on +1, trying to line up a +4, so probably +5 total for Zango. Turkey is sitting comfortably on a +6. Eris is sitting on a +4. Rue is sitting on a +2. Looks like he's lining up the +5. That would put him on +7 if he holds both. And then Green, Mahan for Central Asia, is sitting on a +3 with no prospects of a second bonus. Yeah, Turkey has a lovely position here. Best position and turn order combo definitely goes to Turkey. How'd that practice game end up, Marin? If you had a set on 3 or 4, you had the clean run, yeah. I'm guessing you had the run dirty? Because I'm pretty sure you just win there. Alright, Zango going to have to hit a green 3 to take his +4. But I think he needs to take it because white is sitting on +7 and red is sitting on +6. Probably just takes Bulgaria and Fury and fortifies Spain, yeah. I think he has to roll the 7v3. Gonna act sad about it. Loses 3. Green says thanks. Zango's like, no, thank you, man. You cost me 3 troops. Bonus take for Netherlands. Blue could maybe bully a few people out of the southern bonus and take the African coast +3. Oh, actually, no. Blue has a good line. They could take the France bonus right now and be on +7 themselves. I'm sure Zango wouldn't mind losing another position. The rolls the 5v2. Loses 3, but is successful in the bonus take. Oh, you're right. It would be +8. I forgot that the bonus he's already got is a +4. Now, when people are on +6 and +7, +8 doesn't seem entirely unreasonable. Hopefully, you guys can't hear my chewing. I picked up. There was a box of oatmeal cream cookies in the kitchen when I got my co-caster some lunch, and I couldn't help myself. Yeah, poor Green. Green's in big trouble here. Goes last, and is sitting on 1 bonus, which is only worth 3. Silver's team in Southwest Asia? I think so. Oh, Grogu doesn't want Eris on +8. Breaks him. He had other card options, so that break was deliberate. Can Eris respond? Yeah, this could be bloody. Just retakes. Needs to threaten a break, I think. Because I think Red is saying, since I want to kill Blue eventually, I'm not really interested in seeing Blue get any more troops. So this way that kill is as profitable as possible for me, since Red will have the best crack at it. Giving him a warning, yeah. All right, let's spy who's in VC with who here. Zango is flanked by his two Canada 2 teammates, Horseboy and Risky Weather Guy, helping him out. Zyphron is helping out Rue 13 for England 1. Clive is helping out Ananias Wellington for Turkey. And True Saber is helping out Eris Ramaj for Team Kosovo. So Mahan is the only player who's representing a team by himself today. Everyone else has at least one person in VC with them. Ooh. Zango removes green from behind white and red. That's good for blue. Blue would have had a heck of a time getting back there if he ever attempted the green kill. Everyone's taking their 5th card now. I doubt we see an early trade. Doesn't make much sense in the first sequence. Yeah, green has rapidly fallen behind here, being on just +3, when everyone else is on +5 or more. Rue spending plenty of time planning out what he wants to do. Discussing future kill lines and 70 lines with Zychron. Always smart to use your clock on the turns where you can afford to. But when it's go time on that turn where you're running it or killing somebody, That VC needs to shut up real quick and let you focus. Alright, I'm done snacking on my cookie. Zango's setting for 4. Six trade for Turkey. That's what I did to my teammate as well. Tried to guide him a bit when he asked. You have to be quiet to let them focus. Yeah, you got to strike the right balance. I already mentally prepared him, telling him where to go, as Purple will not win on his turn, so he did very well to stay calm and run the 70 for my game earlier. Yeah, he did. The only minor error was not picking up the bounty or two that were on the table during that run. But that's really not much of an error when you still take the W. So that was very well played from Mozzie on Team Denmark. What is the repeater rule? So it's not in play for this game, Vibo, but in the final game, what the repeater modifier is when someone attempts to run the 70% in the final game, if they happen to fail it, the final for the tournament isn't just given to the next player in turn order. The game is reset with every player participating except for the player that failed the run. Yes, the final. So if you make it to the final and you run the 70 and you fail it, you're just out. The other 5 teams hop in and just restart the game, play it again. Yep, exactly. I told him that win is so much better than a kill and a failed run, so just focus on one thing. Yep. Basically like the World Champ. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And we're not going to let the World Championship final be determined by a feed if we can help it, you know. Now, the repeater modifier stops when we get to round 4, or when we get to 4 people left, if we happen to get to 4 people left. Just because it doesn't really make much sense to reset it down to 3. So it still technically could be fed, but we're trying to do what we can to keep it as skill-based as possible. Which, you know, it's admittedly a little bit of a fool's errand in a game that involves both dice and cards, both of which are luck elements. Open is predicting a run from England 1 on the next turn if no one runs it. So green setting in for 12. Still not very far ahead. Zango's in the first seat and is going to pass him here shortly. All right. Let's see if he might have it here. Rue has a set on 3. Yeah, he does. I think I saw that. Looking for bounty points? Yeah, they could be. I don't think England 1 needs bounty points, though. Aren't they sitting in a decent spot on the standings? The set on 3 is also only worth 15 troops in the second sequence here, if no one else has on 3. They didn't get any points round 2. They were in first place after round 1. Okay. So they're in a decent spot. Sorry, I didn't expect this song to be that loud, so I dialed it back a bit. Hopefully the audio mix is all right. Audio's fine? Okay. No set on 3 for Turkey. Does England risk someone else going for it? Maybe. I mean, I don't think Turkey quite has it. They're not as well positioned as England is. And Canada is still a bit troop deficient. Could Blue potentially run it? England would get hit pretty hard on a failed run. What settings is the game? This is progressive 70% on Roman Empire Advance. There's no fog, no blizzards, but we do have stable portals. And the turn timer is 90 seconds. Alliances are off. Wait, Mozzie, weren't you just in here? Didn't you just play this game? You just played and won this game, didn't you? Yeah, he played and won the last group. It's those settings, Mozzie, the ones you won on a half hour ago. Or an hour ago. Let me chill. He is the champ. Yeah, nice run, dude. I'm just giving you I'm giving you a hard time. So we see Rue with the set, taking the 15 trade. I don't think you set unless you're gonna run it. He is looking at the run here. Needs to move a bit quicker. Or was he worried about dying? Still has 2 troops left to place. Yeah, not going for it this turn. Setting up to run it next turn, it looks like. Yeah, that was a bit slow. It didn't seem like they were entirely ready with their pathing plan. So that looks like it was a premature set from England 1. Yep, so 70% on this map is 44 territories, just to remind everyone. 44 territories gets you the 15 points from game 1. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. That's all but 18 of the 62 territories on the Roman Empire Advanced map. Turkey has the Southwestern Asia kill. Yeah. Yeah, their 16 comes up through blue to get the 15. The 15 goes through blue to get the bonus, the +3 bonus. 12 hits the 7, 10, 3. 16 portals over the 10, yeah. With a set, he's got it, for sure. People are in VC as well, so I guess a lot of players are also taking time to discuss things. Yeah, Zycron and Rue were likely discussing the path there. So Grogu has 5 more troops to work with, than he otherwise would have. And that could be enough to set him over the top and bag the green kill. The question then is going to be, will that be enough? Will the green kill be enough to bag him the 70? Because what I've noticed in these games is the player who takes the first kill normally doesn't win, believe it or not. Which is kind of interesting, that dynamic. So let's see what Grogu decides to do here for Team Turkey. Looks like he's holding his set. Either that or he didn't have one. No trade from Turkey. Gonna make 3 attacks. Decides to break white to prevent the coming run. And leaves a 3 there. Huge mistake. Well, it's only a mistake if he didn't actually have it. Who kills red? Ooh, somebody could set kill red. I don't think it'll be green. And blue's not setting. Blue's also going to go to 5. All right, does Rue think he has it? He's got 5 less troops to work with than he thought he was going to have. Yeah, can white dry kill green? I think he can. I think he can dry kill green. Looks like he's going for the dry kill on green. Just barely gets it. Leaves a 1 there. Not the optimal path for those territories. Yeah, this is a dry kill on green. He's not slidering. Doesn't need to. He's too much of a G. Alright, 21 on 15, I believe, is 100%. So GG's to Mahan Mohammadi from Southwest Asia, and well played to Rue, taking the first bounty this game. He just needs to pick up 37% more of the board. It's only a mistake if it doesn't work. Yep. V1, 4v1, 50% of the board. Green saying good game. Ooh, I think he needed those 2 spots back there. Yep. He needed one of those 2 spots to be successful back in Red's bonus. He has no other territories he can take. Big bummer for England 1. He didn't have to path into Red's 5 on Turkey. If he doesn't path into Red's 5, he has the 70 run by 1 instead of not having it by 1. So now I think you do see Zango just wins. Red and blue are both sitting on 5. White sitting on 3. So Zango trying to path this gifted game here very carefully. Doesn't really need to do that split. Could portal back. Left the portal open to go up top. That's probably a better use of his 11. Gonna soften something. Ooh, wins a 4v3. That certainly helps. Gonna path through White's bonus. Trying to see if he needs to split anything. But it looks like he still doesn't quite have it. Yeah, that 3 does not connect to the 1. It only connects to the 4. He's gonna have to loop around there. And he still doesn't quite have it. 62%, 64% is where Canada 2 is going to leave their run. So now it comes back around to Ananias Wellington, who's got the 30 trade with a wide open board. I think Grogu has it. The question is, how many bounties can he pick up on the way to 70%? Smart by him not trading. Honestly, I don't know, because England 1 should have had it. All they had to do was not hit Red's 5. And they have over 70% of the board. Looks like Turkey's going to pick up the England 1 kill here. Yep, should have this 100%. GG's to England 1, and well played to... GG's to Rue for England 1, and well played to Ananias Wellington, taking the second bounty of game 1 here for Group 4. $116 troops. So he's got enough troops to kill Zango. The problem is he'll get to 70% before he does. And he doesn't seem to be willing to risk attempting the blue kill. I'm going to just go ahead and take the 70% run here. You see the GGs come out from Zango. Yeah, I don't think this 70% run is failable from Grogu here. He has well over 70% of the board. GG's and well played to Ananias Wellington, taking the W for Team Turkey, bagging them another 15 points. Plus 3 if you count the bounty. GG's. Hey, welcome in, Rue. Thank you for sharing your screen, and